Oh yeah, what's up, everybody? Jermaine here, and if you're a high school student, man, um, I want a couple of minutes of your time. I know you got a little bit more time on your hands, but you're still pretty busy. But if you give me a split couple of minutes, carve out a couple of minutes, I think I have something to share with you. I think that'll be a blessing to you, like for real. Not in a hokey way, not in some super spiritual way, but in just a real talk way. And so, by now, of course, it's fully aware that pretty much your graduation, your prom, all of that stuff is up in the air, and schools are having to make a lot of adjustments now because of the new changes in as a result of the virus. And I just really want to say something to you. Here's the first thing. It just stinks, and I want you to know that there are millions of people that share the burden and the frustration and the sadness with you, that the vision of what you had in your mind when you entered your senior year to now, it's going to look a lot different. And I just want you to know that your feeling of grief, because it is like a loss, that is legit, that is real. Do not try to suppress that. Do not try to like hum it away. That is real. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's going to be okay and all that stuff. I want you to embrace the grief of it, but with one slight tweak. It is one thing to grieve the loss of something, but it's another thing to become a victim of that loss. And so here's what I want to tell you. If you allow social media, the regular media, your friends, and everybody to convince you that you are a victim now because you can't graduate like you thought you were, or you can't finish your spring sports like you thought you were, whether you're a girl or a boy, if you allow the outside environment to dictate to you that you are a victim, you stand no chance of success in your life. Zero. So I'm telling you, while you are grieving the loss of something, that of the ideal that you were expecting, you are not a victim. You are not a victim. If you carry around a victim mentality, you are going to use that as an excuse not to continue to press forward, and that will be to your demise. You will not be successful if you continue or have the thought that you are a victim because of what is happening with all the social distancing and this virus, etc. So here's what I want to talk to you about. The next thing is this. You've got to find a way to pick up the broken pieces and move on. Readjust. It is not the end. It is not the ideal, but it is not the end. Your whole life is still ahead of you. And while some milestones are going to look different, you're still going to graduate. You still may have some sort of a prom. You are still going to have some sort of something. Your sports are pretty much done. But you have the rest of your life ahead of you. I see people talking about, taking their life and all of this stuff. No, why? No. That's only if you are a victim. You are not a victim. You're 18, maybe 19, maybe 17. Listen, you've got 50, 60 years more of your life to go. But it depends on what you do with it. When you see the sourness and the disgust of all of this stuff that's happening, that's lemons, but you can make lemonade out of it. That sounds like a cliche, but honestly, it's actually really true. You can make the best of a bad situation, and here's the thing. You've probably done this before. You've had bad things happen in your life to you or around you, and you've figured out a way to turn it into something that's positive, something that continues to build you, something for you to learn from. It is not something to just put you down. Man, do not become the victim of this situation. Become the victor by saying, yeah, this is different, but I still have the rest of my life ahead of you. ahead of me. So if you're a girl, if you're a boy, and you're listening to this, here are 3 things that I think may be very, very helpful to you. And I hope this encourages you to rethink where you are as it relates to the school and not being able to graduate like you thought and just everything being turned upside down. This is not spiritual, but I want to use the context from the Bible. It says 3 things. And Jesus said these words. I don't know if you're a Christian or anything like that. I'm not trying to knock you or anything. I'm just thinking these are really good words to live by, whether you're a Christian or not. All right? So here's the first one. Jesus was talking to the crowd, the multitude. And he says, ask and it'll be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Everyone that asks receives. Everyone who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be open. Okay, now that sounds like some Bible thing for, no. This is for you. Yes, you who taking the time to listen to me. Listen. Ask. Here's what you need to do. Ask yourself, what do I need to do from here? What am I going to do with what I have left? What tools, skills do you have in your hands? What desire do you still have? What dreams? You need to be asking. Because if you determine your why, your future will look much brighter. I want to be a doctor because I love helping people. I want to be a fireman. I want to be an engineer. That will help determine where you're going. When you figure out your why, and you do that by asking questions. What am I interested in? What is my future going to, where do I want to be in 5 years? You need to be asking the questions that help channel your energy towards something that you want to become. Or else, the energy that's around you and the negativity and the fact that you're a victim, it is going to suck your life and it's going to make you feel like a victim mentality and you will have no energy to push forward. So ask. Then it says seek. Seek. That's not merely just looking. Seek is to be in a pursuit, a desire. Picture it like this. Have you ever lost something and turned your house or your car upside down to find it? That's what I'm talking about. Seek the answers to the questions you are asking. Seek a mentor. You cannot make it without a mentor. And if you try to make it without a mentor, somebody that is ahead of you, somebody that has your best interests at heart, somebody that can guide you, somebody that can lead you, if you do not have a mentor, you need to be seeking out somebody that you can confide in, that has your best interests at heart, and somebody who you know can help you answer some of those questions that you're asking. You got to seek, but you got to be relentless in your pursuit, because the minute you start seeking, all of these answers are going to come, and you've got to be able to determine whether this is the right answer or that is the right answer. And I'm telling you, the mentor will guide you through all of these options to make sure that you're going to be making the right decision. And then Jesus said, knock. Listen to me. You've got to knock. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go to college. Have you filled out the application? Well, I don't know if I'm going to get the job. The economy stinks. Have you tried to fill out an application? Have you sent your resume? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take the ACT now. Because have you tried? Have you been stuck? You got to knock, man. You got to knock. You got to fill out every application possible. If you're planning to go to college or a technical school, or if you're becoming a beautician, you got to fill out those applications. You got to put them, every beauty salon that is around in your area. You need to, if that's your desire, you need to go and put applications there. If your desire is to go to college, this is the time to get the brochure and the bulletin from every one of those colleges and figure out a way to get around there. If you need to take the ACT, I'm just saying, you got to knock. You got to be relentless. You cannot say now, oh my gosh, well, everything is going upside down. I don't care anymore. No. Any thought of quitting, any thought of, that is victim. And you are not a victim. And let me tell you something else. If you do not pursue your goals, if you do not go and pursue your dreams, guess what? The virus wins. You hear me? The virus wins if you do not go out and pursue your goal. So I'm going to suggest to you very strongly, thank you for giving me your time, but you need to ask and keep on asking until you get the answer. You need to seek and keep on seeking. Turn over every stone. And you need to knock until that door opens for you. Amen. I hope this is a blessing to you. Like I said, whether you're a girl or a boy, I'm just telling you, your best days are ahead of you. And you have millions of people that are cheering for your success. So now it's your turn. Go and get you some. Go and get you some and fulfill your purpose in life. I love y'all. Peace out.